Alright, in this video I'm going to be upgrading my PlayStation 3 hard drive to this PlayStation 4 hard drive that I pulled out of my PlayStation 4. Obviously my PlayStation 3 has just been sitting around doing not too much, and I'm going to consider doing a jailbreak after this. So I do have a USB stick, I do have an external hard drive, although I don't use the external hard drive, and you can see the PlayStation is working with the old hard drive in it, no issues whatsoever. But I'm going to go in, and if you wanted to save some of your settings, like your trophies and stuff, you just go into your settings folder. And if you're doing this, you're going to need a USB formatted to FAT32 so that you can actually save things properly. I'm not really going to do this because there's nothing on here, there's nothing important. It hasn't been used in 5 years. So I'm going to go into the backup utility though. It gives you the option to back it up. So obviously I'd click back it up. You can see I've got my USB in there, and it's, like I said, FAT32. And you can see it there, USB device, flash drive device. So if I select that, it's going to give me the option to back things up. Like I said, I'm not going to do it, but once you're done doing the hard drive update, you'd then have to install it onto the hard drive. So what I'm going to do now is put the USB into a computer. Obviously you need internet access to do this, and I'm going to go to the PlayStation 3 website. You can see that I'm at the PS3 Software Update Center. I'm going to download the PS3 4.9 system update. Again, you got to be in FAT32, and on your USB stick you need two folders. The first one is going to be PS3, and the second folder is going to be called Update. So you can see I got the Update folder, and I've got the PS3 folder. Now I'm going to take the one that says Update, drop it into the PS3, and then I'm going to save the file for the software, the 4.9, onto the update folder. And the file that's going to be saved is going to be the ps3 updat.pup. So I'm going to click download PS3 update and drop it into that folder. So while I'm saving that file onto the USB stick, I will do the hard drive swap. There's only one screw on the bottom. It's going to depend on which PlayStation you got. So obviously this is specific to this model, but take out the one screw, then you can remove that little piece of plastic on the front, and then the hard drive slides right out. It's super easy to do this with the PlayStation, particularly when you compare it to an Xbox, which is surprising. I thought Xbox would be more in tune to upgrades and stuff, but no. So I'm going to upgrade it to a 500 gigabyte hard drive, and I think that this one is a 40 gigabyte hard drive. I might be wrong. Anyway, there's 4 screws that hold it in place, and the screws are in the corner of the hard drive. It's just like any other hard drive. There's nothing special to this. If you wanted to put in a SSD, you could also do that, but I don't really care about whether it's an SSD. And sorry, the old Toshiba hard drive was 160 gigabyte. But anyway, this Samsung that's going in here is going to be 500 gigabytes, so it's going to have a lot more storage capacity than the old hard drive, for sure. So the new hard drive just snaps into the hard drive carrier, and then there's 4 screws, again, go right back in the same spot, pretty easy. Obviously you do need something like a eyeglass repair kit, something with a real small screwdriver. Then you just slide the hard drive right back in there in the same orientation, put that little piece of plastic on the front, and you can see that the screw goes through that piece of plastic, and then I'll reinstall that little screw. And that is the entire installation process. I did have it in fast motion, but very fast, very easy. So the PlayStation 3 is very confused by the PlayStation 4 hard drive in there, but that's okay because I'm going to put the USB stick in there and do the update, and it's going to wipe everything out. And that's all I'm going to have to do here. So jam the USB stick in there, and then pretty much once the USB stick is in, it's going to run you through some prompts. It's going to tell you what you need to do. There we go, and it starts flashing. You can see that the PlayStation 3 is now checking the USB stick. And it's going to tell me to hold start and select at the same time, and hold start and select for 5 seconds. So once I do that, it's going to say checking. My camera doesn't like to focus on the TV. But you can see that the USB is flashing, and it's going to do that for about a half hour. It takes a little bit of time, but it goes pretty quick once it starts going through here. And eventually it'll get through that, and then it'll say checking for update data. I don't have it connected to the internet, so it's not going to find anything. Then it's going to do some operating system installation stuff. It's going to tell you to connect your remote. Then it's just going to run you through a whole bunch of prompts. So just say yes to a whole bunch of things, and then eventually you'll get to the end. It'll tell you to put in a username or whatever, and then that's pretty much it. It's pretty easy to do actually for a hard drive upgrade. Anyone can do this. It's real simple. So I'll just toss whatever random disk I got around here, and you can see the game is running well. So old Assassin's Creed game, no problem. And I've had some problems with my games, but it's just because the games are scratched up. So far I've put in about 7 or 8 different games. 2 of them had issues, but again, it's just because scratches and stuff. Everything's running fine and no issues whatsoever with the hard drive upgrade. So if you have a PS3 and you're thinking about doing a jailbreak, like I said, maybe it's a good idea to upgrade the hard drive. You can see that there's, I don't know what that is. Is it 465 gigabytes free space or 411? A little confusing. Anyway, I've added double the capacity to this thing, and next step will be doing the jailbreak and then try and upload some older PS1, PS2 games and see if I can get them run on this. Anyway, thanks for checking out my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.